My childhood was probably different than yours. I grew up right next to a Native American reservation, and one of my best friends lived on the reservation. We were about 12 years old at the time of this incident. I don't really talk about this, so it's kind of weird for me, but one day we decided to go fishing down by the river, and it was getting late in the afternoon and it was starting to get dark, but we were only about a half a mile from the reservation, which was another half a mile from my own house. So we weren't that far from home, and it wasn't uncommon for us to be out in the woods in the evening, just, hanging out, doing whatever 12-year-olds do. So we fished and we talked and we laughed and we had a good time, and we decided to start a fire right by the river, which we did. And we sat there, eating our food and talking about whatever 12-year-olds talk about. All of a sudden there was a noise like water splashing in the river nearby. Now, understand that all the light had faded away and we had a fire right in front of us, so it wasn't easy to see out into the darkness, but I could make out a figure, and it looked like a deer. It had antlers, and we didn't think much of it, because there's a lot of deer in the area. And as it started getting closer, it looked less like a deer and more like a man with antlers on its head. My friend all of a sudden turned white, and he told me, "Don't look at it. Don't answer it. Don't listen to it. Whatever you do." I don't think he knew what it was, but his grandfather had warned him about this sort of thing. Don't look at it. Don't listen to it. Just ignore it. So he kept talking. And every time I would go to look at the creature, which was getting closer and closer, he would nudge me and look in my face and tell me to keep talking. And we talked until we were out of things to talk about. At this time, the creature was right over my friend's shoulder. All I could really see was a dark figure with antlers and white eyes like pearls. And you could hear it whispering. It was whispering our names. And it was whispering, "Talk to me. Look at me. Look over here. Help." And we did our best to ignore it and just keep talking. Eventually, the fear gripped us both so tightly that we just couldn't stand it anymore. And we jumped up and took off running. To this day, I don't know what that thing was, but my friend told me that the only thing that saved us is that we did not look at it. We didn't talk to it. We ignored it. I don't spend as much time in the woods anymore, especially at night.